Welcome back, everyone, to Shield Wardens. This is going to be session 22. Let's see, when last we left off. The group pursued a lead in order to hopefully get Randy back to his former shorter stature and race. And in so doing, they were directed towards the Oracle, as many call them. Upon their home island. When they visited the Oracle, they met a nice little 5-year-old girl who guided them in or told them where to go, and then proceeded to meet them in the room. And when she stepped upon the platform and began speaking, it was definitely apparent that it was not the same 5-year-old girl speaking. Thus, they were introduced to the Oracle, who said she could indeed help the party with their needs and desires. However, she needed a boon, needed them to go to the lower levels of her complex, her facility there, and there were some intruders that she needed dealt with. The party proceeded through the various pathways of this lower area, encountered a couple of little minions that they dealt with easily, and then a couple of fire giants they found attacking the crystal itself. And though it was not the easiest of fights, in fact, Randall lies lifeless on the floor, unconscious, I guess, not lifeless, just not moving. The party kind of recovers from the wounds and takes stock of the situation, and we will return there now with the group. Randy lying unconscious.
Randy has fallen down in a very dramatic pose. He's like, oh.
I'm like, Randy, no! And I'll go over to him and I'll obviously try and make sure he's not dying. When I'm sure that he's alive, I will then try and pickpocket him.
All right. Do you want to do a medicine check?
Yeah, sure.
Natural one.
A 7.
Okay. Yeah,
he's dead.
You can tell that he's still breathing, but it's pained, and he's definitely bleeding, and there's burn marks from the. Well, actually, I think it was a rock that took you out, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's bleeding and black and blue, and a boulder lies nearby with his blood splattered upon it.
If there's any major holes, I just start plugging it with bits of rag and fabric from the ends of some old common clothes that I have. I'm not doing it on my fancy clothes.
Yeah, no.
I'm waiting for to see Hendrix pickpocket him, and then I'll heal him.
I'm checking the giants.
All right.
A 19 on the sleight of hand. And I'm just putting my hand in your pocket, and I'm just taking the first thing I grab. So, Randy, you can pick whatever else does it for me.
In that case, the first thing that I can see on the inventory outside of the big things is... And you reach in my pocket. Okay, that's fine. You got a choice. You gotta take a candle. You can take an arrow, or you could take a war gong.
Is it one of the? Yeah, I'll take one of the arrows. I've just seen you throw one of these. I'll take a random arrow. So random arrow.
Random arrow.
Roll me a d20.
Sure.
Just so that I can make a note as to which.
Yeah.
And I held you for 8, Randy.
3 on that d20.
Okay, perfect. Cool. And so yeah, Lucius heals you, Randy. You come back to consciousness.
How much health?
8.
8, thank you.
Yep, I'm all just out now.
Okay.
That was crazy. Why were there fire giants down here? How did the fire giants get... I'll just look over to the bodies, and I guess I see Pios just digging in.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Yeah. Pios, you dig around in these fire giants' pockets, look around at their stuff. I mean, they have these gigantic, like great swords that are built for giants. So probably not much use to any of you guys as far as pure use of weaponry.
How is their armor?
I mean, first, they are also designed for the size of, fire giants. So as far as that goes, now, whether you wanted to utilize some of the material or whatnot, that could be something.
That's what Pius was kind of thinking, actually. Kind of like harvesting animal parts and whatnot from, an animal. He's thinking on the same lines of, parts from, like if the armor is like highly, so much highly valuable. Well, it could be highly valuable, but like it has resistances and shit like that. Could Pius cut some of it off to utilize it to maybe make another suit of armor or even a shield? Or
Yeah, I get that. I'm down for that. Me. Just see. Gotta find the right one. There we go. Fire giants. They seem to be wearing like huge versions of plate armor.
Wow.
However, it doesn't really seem to be like a magical or enchanted item. It's just made for a giant.
Okay. We'll just check to see if they have anything else on them.
Yeah, so looking around on them, they have a few minor items. They have each one has three rubies on them that are worth about 100 gold pieces each, and then they both seem to have a small wand, and those seem to be identical and obviously magical.
And so the small wand, is it?
I mean, small wand. Small for a fire giant.
Yeah.
So this would be like probably a scepter size.
Oh, okay.
It's like a, good 1.5 feet, 2 feet. But for a fire giant, it would be like held in their hand, like barely visible if they were clutching it.
Okay. Is it two? Just one small wand or two?
They each have one.
Oh, they each have one. Okay.
Yep.
While this is going on, can I just go over to the giants and cut off the left ear on both of them, just as a token of proof that we've killed a couple fire giants?
Yeah, Diablo style. Go for it.
Cool.
Don't need them.
The rubies, you said that they have 3 rubies on each of them. Do you mean that on and they're like a coin purse, or do you mean like they're fixed onto them in certain places on their armor?
I'd say that they would be like affixed onto their armor, but in such sconce type things that someone with some skill could pop out. Seeing that the armor is not magical, it can be manipulated.
Okay. Do they have any sigils on them?
Give me a investigation or perception check, depending, I guess, on your path. Whether you're just spotting or you're trying to...
I mean, they're not moving, so I'm going to be able to see stuff. It's just a question of whether or not I recognize as a pattern. So really, I'm just going to let my eyes glaze over so I see the whole thing and see if something comes at me. So I'll go with perception. Investigation is, as ever, too much effort. And that's a dirty 20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, you do end up noticing identical sigils on both of them. And it's kind of what looks like a very harsh sort of runic symbol upon it. What languages do you speak? Off the top of your...
Nothing useful. I speak Common, Elvish, and Undercommon.
Okay. Yeah, they don't quite draw anything into your recollections of things.
Really? Okay, well, I'm going to take a rubbing of it if I can, using the candle and a piece of paper.
Yeah.
And I will fold that up with a view to show that to Sigranus.
Perfect.
We'll be walking up to Hendrix. Hendrix.
Yes, Uma?
Here. And I hand you one of the rubies.
Damn! Thank you. Should we quickly put it in my pocket?
Need more body parts, or you wanting to have a feast?
To be honest, I've never tried giant meat, and I have a feeling it's going to be nothing but tough. I'm good. I just wanted a token to say we've done it.
Harvest the
I
good
was thinking
parts.
about a toe, but the toenail part
No.
freaked me out, and I thought ear would be easier.
Sweet meats are the best.
Sweet meats.
I feel like the sweet meat of a fire giant is going to be, at best, Cajun. At worst, literal lava. So maybe we should focus on not eating our enemies so much.
Oh, by the way, Randy, here.
Yeah.
And I hand you a ruby.
Oh, all right. Do I have a sense of how much it costs?
I mean, I stated it, but as a character, you could probably give me a, I don't know, probably intelligence-based check of some sort. Or if you can come up with a good reason why you might know that, and I'm
going to say that the 19 I rolled is this intelligence check just now. It was purely as a result of having spent maybe a bit too much time dressing up in mum's jewelry as a kid.
Yeah. Due to the size and the cut of it, which isn't, it's fairly large, but it's not the nicest cut you've ever seen. You're probably about 100 gold pieces for each one.
Before I move on to Lucius, I look at Randall. Randy, do you need any of this armor that this fire giant has, since you have become the token shield of the group?
Jokes aside, Badger Boy, simple fact is, unless all our enemies are going to be able to throw giant boulders at me from a long, far distance, I think I'm going to be all right doing what I do best, which is run, hide, and blast things from a distance. But,
Just in case.
I mean, even if that wasn't the case, the armor was no good for that guy. What makes you think it's going to be any good for me?
At least you could hide behind it.
I've got one of those, and I point at Lucius.
Lucius is a good shield indeed. By the way, Lucius, here,
great
and I
shield.
toss him a ruby.
Oh, thank you.
Lucius the Shield. I like it.
New gladiatorial name.
I feel the ballad is coming on here, Lucius, so I'll see what I got going on for the next bar that we hit. I smile weakly. I'm covered in blood.
Do you think we should go tell the Oracle? Or I'm assuming that this is the end of the basement area.
Yeah, I mean, there is a pathway that leads out, but there does not seem to be any disturbance or anything like that. It leads further down into the complex, but it is up to you guys. This would seem to have satisfied the request's desires.
Okay then. Let's head back.
Yeah,
Alright.
sure.
Let's move you
I'm
guys
gonna
up.
cast a healing word on me real quick.
Yeah. So you guys make your way back through that little complex, ascending as the various pathways rise and the stairwell rises until you re-enter the oracle chamber. And the little girl's like over by the hourglass and just kind of like pushing on it, watching it sway back and forth. Oh, hi guys.
Hi.
Hey.
You guys have fun?
Fun is subjective.
Oh, you probably want to talk to her now, huh?
I mean, if you don't mind.
Okay.
Wait, when you change, does it hurt? Or can you hear? Are you just gone?
It's kind of like sleep. You know, you dream things.
Okay. Interesting.
And she'll step up onto the platform and close her eyes. And when she opens them again, they're glowing. Ah, greetings. I sense you were successful. I do appreciate that.
Glad.
I don't know if you knew what was going. Did you know there was going to be giants downstairs?
I knew there was something, but they were somehow blocked from my senses down there. I was putting quite a bit of effort into maintaining the protective fields around the crystal, around my heart. Yes. You guys look pretty beat up. I do have some rooms available, and some food will be provided if you're hungry. Perhaps you rest, and then when you awake, we can further discuss, and I can answer whatever questions I may be able to, along with boons, of course.
Can I have a quick insight check real quick? See if this is coming from a good place or if there is a more nefarious ulterior motive?
If I can help him in any way, because I'm sus of this person.
I mean, you guys can both make one, since it's kind of hard, I think, to make an insight check.
With advantage. That's a 19.
Okay.
You go.
All right. No, you definitely sense it. You feel that she's telling the truth. You also sense quite a bit of like fatigue in her voice at the moment.
Do you need to rest as well?
After affection, yes. Recharge, I suppose. Regather energies.
Well, then, of course, we're happy to accommodate you. And if you have rooms and food, then we'll be quite grateful for the kindness.
Of course. If you head back down the pathway in which you came in, and she gestures to her right, your left, whatever this, I forget to how to ping in this thing. This way, this hallway, down here.
I was actually looking to my left. That was mental. I was like, in my kitchen.
In your kitchen. And I can have her show you the way. I will recharge, and when you finish your meal and perhaps take your time to rest here, I will be ready.
Could you ping one more time where she indicated for us to head to?
Maybe, yeah. Down this side, you see it?
Okay, yeah. Well, then
like
I'm going to head on it, yes.
Pink, I think. And then she closes her eyes and reopens, and the little girl's eyes are back. She hops down. You guys staying?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I can show you if you want, or you can find it. Most of the servants are out, but that's okay. They'll be back later.
I look over at the others, and I'm like, give it a look like clearly this child needs some company. How crazy is it that there is some child who's just left alone to live in like a stone dungeon? That's mental.
Yeah, exactly what I was thinking. I was like, what, have I got anything I can leave her as a toy?
I think I've got some playing cards. I feel like we're going to be playing a game of Crazy Eights throughout the night.
I've got a dice set.
Oh, yes, perfect. You got dice, I've got parchment, and I've got candles. We could absolutely get a game going, for sure. All right, so fine.
I heard of this game, the D&D, was it? Drinking and Dragons, I believe it was called. Drinking and Dragons.
Drinking and Damsels. It's a good game, yeah. We're going to teach this kid how to play it for the night. That's what we're going to do.
All right. And she'll start leading the way off. She'll guide the way down the hallway.
That movement collides with at least one wall.
Yeah.
I like the at least. It's like such a slam. You have failed on a massive level. Thanks, Foundry.
She'll open up this door over here for you guys and gesture towards the interior.
Oh, hammocks. Reminds me of growing up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They seem to serve when we get lots of company, especially, the soldiers and the groups that sometimes come to accompany those who come to talk to us. The dining room is across the way, actually, and I'll make sure that they have everything ready. If you guys want to rest first.
Yeah.
Make sure they have cake for Hendrix.
I like cake.
One time.
Nothing wrong with it. Cake's good.
No.
I like it.
I just feel if I keep
Pink
eating,
frosting.
I'm never going to stay fitting in this these garbs. I'll have a little wander around the room. Once the little girl's left the room, I'll just give it a little pat.
She'll kind of make her way back out.
When I see she's gone, I'm like, it's never failed me before, and I'll open the wardrobe and check the hidden compartments.
All right, go ahead and give me investigation check.
I'll give you the item.
Okay, I'm gonna need it because that is a total of 4.
I didn't even know what you were doing, and I know you did badly.
Yeah.
It seems like a wardrobe. Nothing all that spectacular. You don't find anything hidden or disguised in there.
Extremely disappointed.
Did you try and search through another wardrobe?
Yeah, he's like, it never fails.
It's a gift. You know what? I wasn't even going to look in this wardrobe. I wasn't even going to look in this wardrobe before, but now I'm absolutely going to look in this wardrobe just to see if I can find something.
I just feel that all these wardrobes may have been created by the same guy, and he had a pattern for a secret. But go on, you check as I step to one side.
With no shame, Randy's going to go and do a pure search. He's going to make a real performance out of it.
Okay.
For a 16?
You do not find any hidden things. It's very functional, well made, sturdy, probably decently expensive wardrobe. But other than that, it is more just function than perhaps hidden.
Disappointed. I jump into the top bunk.
To be fair, I'm glad that we didn't have to deal with the moral quandary of, do we now steal from the Oracle? It's probably best to avoid that issue.
Well,
in fact, if she was the Oracle, she probably knew we were going to do that, which is why she shipped it out and changed it for a different wardrobe. She knew we were going to search it, for sure.
You're right. The Oracle knew.
She knew.
Me.
Yeah.
There
it's
are
not
all
your
these
put a little faith back in me and my theory on the wardrobes as I lay back and plan to rest for a bit.
You still have all these chests to check.
I arch one eyebrow over at Pios, and I'm like, I feel like me having the epiphany that this is the Oracle stuff, and then to continue to search through it. I don't know, man. I'm asking a pretty big favor of her. I think I'm going to just, keep quiet.
The people that slept in here wasn't her. It was people that came in here like us. She mentioned soldiers.
Yep. No, now hold on. When you say things like that, I am kind of back in it. If anything, those items are going to just stay in here forever, gathering mothballs. And
exactly.
They could be beautiful pieces of art. We'll never know. We could be depriving society of artwork if we don't actually look through these boxes.
Wasn't thinking about artwork, but I was thinking about usefulness. We could actually use the supplies left behind to, protect you from boulders, or get Lucius out of jail, or keep Hendrix from eating too much cake.
There's an easy solution for that. You stop asking for it every time we get something done. And I pull my hat forwards over my eyes and lay back. So.
Yeah, you guys have fun. Lucius is not gonna lay down. So.
All right.
I look over at Piles and I'm like, well, go on. Go do the thing that you do best.
I start looking through the chest and looking underneath them, seeing if there's any, hidden, leftovers.
All right. So the one next to you there, as you pop it open, you see what looks kind of like a dog collar. It's got little tiny spikes coming off the sides of it, but on the part where a name or something would be, there is dangling a little symbol on there, and it looks like a badger.
Interesting. And I take it.
Okay. You going to proceed or just the one?
Yeah, I'm gonna proceed.
If you continue on, many of them stand empty. There are two more chests that seem to have items. The one just up from Lucius, as you open that one up, will have a strange ring that almost looks like a scroll that would slip over two different fingers. And then the one right next to Hendrix seems to have a pin or a brooch in there of the shape of a rose. So it's got silver stem with leaves and ruby petals.
Can I tell anything about any of that stuff that I found? What
would you like to do to tell things?
Compare it to other stuff that I have. I mean, obviously the wands are probably magical, so...
Yeah.
So yeah, can I tell...
No one's commented on you carrying these, two big rods on you.
How big are these wands on him? Are they, a foot long, 2 foot? Are they half
they're,
of him?
They're a foot and a half or so,
Piles is what, 2 foot?
No, I mean...
3.5 foot?
Halflings and gnomes are somewhere in the 3 to 3.5.
Yeah. Okay.
So, I mean, they're big, but...
I'm exactly 3 feet and weigh 42 pounds.
So there you
I'll
go.
never forget those numbers.
I mean, you can give me an Arcana check if you were trying to...
Yeah, I just want to be... Because I would hate for, anybody to waste a spell or anything like that if they're not...
I am watching him do this. Can I either assist him with the Arcana, or can I also do an Arcana check?
Whichever one you want to do.
Are you showing me these things that you find, or are you keeping them to yourself?
No, I'm kind of laying them out,
Okay.
And that big rug right there, I'm probably laying them out on the rug, and I'm like, see? These chests did have stuff in them.
I'm like, he actually found... Oh, fair play. I'm not going to deny that. Brooch looks quite fancy.
People leave stuff behind all the time.
As ever, Piles, when it comes to magic, I really don't have a clue. It's just beyond me, mate. I'm sorry.
I rolled a 13, by the way.
Okay.
That one looks like it's kind of got a story scroll to it. Maybe it's like a ring that helps you become a great storyteller.
They all do appear to be magical, but your knowledge as to what their magic could be is questionable.
Maybe the Oracle could tell us.
Yeah, I bet she could. Maybe don't bring it up until she's turned me back into a halfling though, yeah?
Oh, yes, you want to do that, right. You do not want to be an elf anymore. If you thought about being an orc, they are useful.
Awful. What a terrible idea. Look, with their big teeth poking up like this, how are you meant to have a proper meal without chewing off your nose? I don't understand it. Oh, no, absolutely not, sir. So uncouth.
You become a Goliath, we will have to fight.
If I become a Goliath, I genuinely, I mean, I've got no clothes that are going to fit that at all.
Might have to borrow some of Lucius.
Oh, then I have to wear Lucius's clothes. It's just, I mean, it's his style, it's fine, but it's a bit, I don't know, I just feel like gold lame just reminds me of my grandmother coming down for dinner, you know? I just...
Now, about that, do you know how you're going to word it? Because you know how these magic people, they like to take you literally, or take things literally. So if you want to be small again, they might just make you a really tiny elf.
I wish I'm not this anymore. That sounds right.
Oh, he could be an elfling.
Yeah, get monkey pawed so hard.
I wish I was never an elf. Ooh, that's dangerous.
Yeah.
So that
Yeah.
maybe he become a fairy with wings.
I don't know.
Oh
I guess
my
I was
God.
just going to
A
go.
little Randy fairy.
I wish that I returned to my halfling form.
That works.
But what if she shrinks you down to be half your form?
I mean, she's
So
an
you're
oracle,
still an elf,
right?
but you're like my size.
She's not a dick.
We've had 2 conversations through her via a little girl.
But what if
That
she
she keeps
doesn't
trapped
cast the spell,
in the
but the little
dungeon.
girl does, and children are trickery?
Okay, so maybe I need to write this out then. Really think this through. I hadn't even considered that I would have to be involved in the process. Okay, so I've got this so far.
Close your eyes and hope for the best, like you did last time.
I give a sideway ooshka look at Piles on that one. Still not sure if he's actually just like giving me severe burn treatment or if he's actually genuinely making a point. It's impossible to tell with Piles, and it's very frustrating. So like it's like he'll get a pure one of these looks like. Anyway,
I'm so
okay.
happy right now he's got in your head while I'm laying in the bed. I'm just like,
No. Okay. I'm gonna spend the night writing stuff out, and then once I see what I've written, I'm gonna crumple up into a ball and just like throw it into a corner and just leave it alone there. Hopefully no one will see it. It's all good.
All right.
Yeah.
So you guys go ahead and take a long rest here, or
Touch.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'll wake up in the middle of the night and just not keep watch, but just light sleep for it.
Mhm.
There's curious about this little girl.
For the first time, Randy is going to do a proper elven trance, and he'll be like, "Oh, right, okay, I've been doing this completely wrong."
Yeah. Sounds good.
Yeah.
So yeah, you guys go ahead and rest. Randy, you wake up feeling fairly groggy after what you thought the 4 hours should be perfect, but nothing fits quite right. And as you look around, you're back to your halfling form.
Get in! Get in! There are many who will try to imitate, but none can replicate. I am the greatest, the finest of all that can be. A short king to own this empire. Oh, boys. I jump up, I run over to Lucius's bed, and I jump on top of him, and I just slap him in the face. I go, ah! And I jump off his bed, and I jump over to Hendrix's bed, and I slap him in the face. I'm like, ah!
I use a reaction.
His bed, and I'm like, don't worry about it. And then I just go back to my...
You almost got strangled.
Me jumping and running around, definitely I've been divested of my elven clothes. They're too big for me. I am a nude halfling running around right now.
Randy!
Right. Hey, bud.
You're Randy again. Well,
It's good to see you.
I think your boots got smaller.
I think you'll find, sir, that everything is the perfect size. Don't want to scare a lady. So he immediately is going to be like, close. Let's go. What can I do for that situation? I guess I'm going to do an immediate feature trait.
You could cast enlarge and reduce on your clothes and make them smaller.
That's a concentration spell that lasts an hour.
An hour.
I'm going to do a performance of creation, which will last me for 3 hours. I'm going to spend an 80 gold pieces, and I'm going to turn myself. I'm going to have like a pure leather sleeveless tunic with which is green gabardine, and I'm going to have a white long sleeve undershirt. Gonna have the tunic come down to just above my knees, and then underneath that I'm gonna have little gabardine green leggings going down, solid boots on, and I'm going to take the quiver of the arrows. I'm gonna put it over, line myself up. I swear to God, except for like the facial features and head, I've just created a mini elf. I look like Link.
Yeah. Love it. All right. And as you kind of get up and get yourself reacquainted, get some clothing on, you can smell the scent of cooked meat, of food kind of wafting through these corridors.
I'm starving. Let's get some food.
Oh, 100% yes.
Let's go. I'm pretty much pushing Lucius out the door. Let's go.
Wait, she said opposite, right? I just followed the smell of food.
Yeah.
I followed him.
I'm like, this isn't the dining room.
You hope not, as he steps into the bathroom.
What smell was I following as I
It's a
walked?
bit tiny.
It's usually the first thing in the morning, right?
Lucius ate too many beans the other day.
I'm like, oh, smell. I obviously haven't got a clue where this room is, so I'm just following my nose.
As you enter the hallway, you can see back the way you originally came in that there is the fountain's there, and the little girl is kind of like sitting there watching the hallway that you guys are coming down. She waves.
Morning.
Morning.
Yeah, breakfast is ready.
Please.
Oh, what happened to the elf? I like elves.
He realized that life is better when you're a short king.
I never had a problem being short.
Halflings are double an elf. It's just math.
Not what my tutors seem to. I don't think they'd agree, but it's okay. Come on, if you guys are hungry, we can go.
Thanks. I lean in on her. It's the elves aren't that bad. It was kind of nice being an elf, to be honest with you. But don't tell the others I said that.
I won't. Don't worry. And she leads you through a set of double doors down here and into a room where you guys will, when you get there, spot a large table that is actually like arrayed with various food items. There seems to be like a platter of eggs, like scrambled eggs. There's fruits. There's a looks like a roast beef sort of a meal in its own little bowl over there. There are some pastries. They're something kind of akin to like a croissant, but they're like glazed over with like different colors on the top of like frosting on top of it. There's of course jugs of water and some wine, and
Nice.
You actually can hear the sounds of people in the kitchen through the doors down here near Randy settled in there. And you start to pick up now that there does appear to be the sounds of various servants somewhere within the facility going about their duties.
Okay. I start filling up a plate. Just a bit of everything.
And she sits down, she grabs like one of these pastries that's like bright pink, and she just starts chewing on it.
I follow her direction and go for a similarly coloured one.
Yeah, now I'm curious. And
you know what I mean? I gotta know.
Yeah.
I gotta know. I can't live my life not knowing.
Yeah, it's like a soft, buttery bread sort of thing, but then the frosting itself, the pink one like she's eating, has this like very strong strawberry flavor to it. Kind of almost like a very sugary strawberry jam sort of flavor to it.
Over breakfast, I'll just have a small conversation with her. So, do you get many visitors then that come up to see the Oracle? Like, we are here. Who were the last people that came up?
The last people that came up. The king came not too long ago, and his wife came. And let's see, before that, there were two women. Who were they? Something about business. I really don't. I got bored.
Wait, hold on. The two women that you spoke to, were they old?
I mean, everyone's kind of old to me. But.
Okay. But did they have gray hair?
They're starting to gray. They were like dark, and they didn't like it when I pointed out that they were starting to gray. They didn't take that too well.
I'm gonna quickly do a disguise self and turn myself so I look into like Hella, like this.
I didn't see her. At least not anytime soon.
Can I, using that same spell, fold into other shapes?
Technically no, but I'll give it to you for this one since it was like the.
Okay.
Do you have like minor image or something?
Yeah, I think I've got. Let's see what I got here.
Minor illusion and just like
I've
make
got
floating.
No, I don't even know if I have what I thought I had. I thought I had disguise self, but I don't appear to have it. No, I do. I've got disguise self. Okay.
Yeah.
So I can change myself, and then the extent of the illusion is up to me, but it doesn't say whether or not I have to stay with one particular look. So can I was good for an hour. Can I cycle through every single older woman that we know of and see if any of them take anything off in her mind? I'm thinking of like the Morona and my mum, God forbid, Theodosia, the shape change woman.
I did not know you could do this. I'm just eating my breakfast, watching you change. Another one. Another one.
I quickly change into him eating his breakfast.
With long hair and a dress.
I mirror your actions for a solid 30 seconds. I'm like, I'm not going to actually go switch back again. Carry on going.
Right. I mean, I know the priestess. She comes.
Something's wrong with the magic on Randall.
Why?
You were supposed to be a halfling. Now you're switching between all these shapes. Did the oracle mess up? Do we need to do shoelaces?
I switch back to me and I'm like, no, just using some magic.
So there was a couple in there that she seemed to have like pinged off of as people who would have visited. One was the high priestess, which she would know. And then the other one, when she stopped, if you would, I'm assuming, flip through, Lady Marina Galippos.
Right.
Was one of the ones she was like, oh, I recognize that one.
Do you remember what that one wanted?
Well, she was asking about her son. Wanted to know, I think, something about if they could spare him, if he could be healed. I'm only kind of get the gist of things in between.
Sure. It must be hard to be able to pick up on a conversation when you're constantly forced out of the room just as it gets interesting.
It's kind of annoying. Adults do that a lot, though.
Yeah, adults are the worst. Never become one. Okay. Well, thank you for your help. What's your name?
I forgot what name I gave her.
I feel like you're going to say Kaylee. I don't know why.
Now I can't say Kaylee.
Now, you know what? I was talking to my friend, and it's his daughter. We were talking about her name.
Amina.
Amina. You've been very helpful, very friendly. You've been a great hostess. The Oracle's given me this boon, and it's a massive gift, and I'd like to thank her. I want to also thank you, because outside of that boon, really, you've taken care of everything else today. So if you ever need anything from us, we owe you.
Well, I mean, if you come, dolls would be nice. I like dolls.
Okay, noted. Small ones or big ones, or all sizes?
I don't know. I've only ever had one.
Oh, regretting massively that I've made my suit and I've done my performance of creation for the day. I'm a terrible human being. So selfish that I didn't go nude up to this child and say, "Here, can I give you a gift?"
I think on the scale of atrocities to little children,
it's a sliding scale, but it gets much worse.
Showing up nude is probably a lot less desirable than a doll.
Sentences that come out of my mouth need to have a
If
filter.
you show up with a doll nude, then we got problems.
I got you some. Oh.
Well, I'm gonna leave you guys. It's been nice seeing you.
Sorry.
Wild conversation as well. The food's amazing. How many? Is there one person cooking? I feel like I need to say thank you. How many people are in the kitchen today? How many servants are there? It's a big place, and you were all on your own last night.
There's 43. I think there's 5 in the kitchen right now.
Damn. We each got our own cook.
I think you can taste it. The quality was there from beginning to end.
Okay.
But we should probably be on our way.
Okay.
Right?
Did you get your things?
We do have stuff to be getting on with.
I would like to know what these items are.
Right.
Since you are now a halfling.
Yes, we can ask the question. Amina?
Yeah.
I don't suppose if we show you something, you could tell us what it is and what it... how good are you with magic?
Is this some sort of game? I like games.
Yeah.
Okay. I
have one. You tell us what these items are, and Lucius will punch Randall in the face.
That doesn't sound nice.
No.
Randall will punch Lucius in the face.
I mean,
If
it
it's
doesn't sound nice
summon-
either.
As this, I'll summon Daisy out and be like, "This is Daisy.
Ooh, that's an owl. Or
Would you love to meet Daisy?" And I'll just get Daisy to go and land on her shoulder.
she'll like
I don't know
start
what
petting it
with
a little
that.
bit.
That's what games we used to play as children.
Explains a lot. It
Grew
really
up in a
does.
lodge. Lodges do that, right? They didn't
The
let me
badger.
go in a lodge. I had to come here.
Badger Lodge does. It toughens you up for the harsh realities of death and destruction in the world.
Piles is the child of the 70s.
I'll get the belt.
What do you do in your spare time? Walk around in the woods by ourselves until it's dark? Try not to get kidnapped, you know?
Beat each other up.
Beat each
Okay.
other.
So, this is an owl. What else? Is there more things I gotta guess?
Yeah.
No. Well, yes. And I lay out the items.
That That's a collar, that's a ring, and that is a, do they call that what? A pin, a brooch, well, I mean, it's a rose. Do I win?
You do.
You win. Can you tell us, do you think these things can do anything else? We're looking to see if they're magical.
Oh, I mean, probably. They said that they were there for you guys. Something about boons.
I look at the others like, I mean, she's very good. She knew exactly what we were going to do. She had us ready. You know what I mean?
Why don't you try them on and see what they do?
Well, I mean,
do you want to talk to her? Or?
Yes.
Yeah.
There's also, we need to know what these fire giant ones do.
Oh.
Yes.
There were fire giants?
Oh, yes.
Yes, that's scary.
One threw a boulder at Randy, and he survived, amazingly enough, after we brought him back to life.
You got shorter.
He did.
I got the right height.
You get it. Have you ever spoken to the Oracle yourself? Because
I spoke to the last Oracle.
Is there a message?
A message to me?
Is there, when you change, you say you sleep, and you don't hear what was said. I didn't know if there's anything you want to pass on to her. Like, make sure you cut my fingernails.
Yeah. I mean, the servants take care of all those things. You could tell her hi.
Okay.
It's such a brilliant little girl response. Listen, you know the other being that's stuck inside you that you've never been able to talk to? We're giving you an opportunity to communicate. What do you want? Just say hey. No big deal. What's their favorite color? Do they like butterfly? You know, like that.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Okay.
And then she'll hop down off her chair and she'll kind of like scurry out towards the chamber area. Oh, sometimes it's really weird. You guys want to? I was gonna say, are you guys gonna jump over there? I can.
The walls stop you. See,
I think you're going the long way.
I'll pack up extra food from the meal if there is any.
Okay.
Oh, have we got? Oh, it's not to the water fountain. She's gone actually all the way around to the other room.
Yeah.
Okay. Can it go through the wall?
I know, it's weird.
That's crazy because I can pull things through the wall, but that makes sense.
Yeah, you have ultimate cosmic power.
It's kind of cool though, because I guess that means that like you can't. Because sometimes on like roll 20, you can like grab the mini and move it around, and the DM doesn't see it move, but you can see through things. And you just like drag it around.
I have never done that.
No one's ever done that. But apparently this one you can't. Yeah, you see her standing up there on the platform, her eyes kind of glowing as she looks and watches you guys walk in. Greetings. Thank you for the successful efforts, and I see, Randall, you have returned to your form.
Thank you so much. Thank you. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you.
We need these items.
Yes, those are your boons.
What do they
You've
do?
each asked for something. They give you something that you asked for.
There are 4 things here, right?
3 items.
And
4
what
boons.
Turned.
There are the 2 fire giant wands.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, you have those. So 5 items.
What do the giant wands do? Can you tell us what they do? Because that's not a boon.
Yes. They allowed them to apparate into the center of my heart, I guess. Into the center of our mountain here.
Are you able to see where they came from and who sent them?
Well, they had to have gotten close. Those ones will only allow them to bring them and one other person up to 500 feet.
Oh, okay. So,
Cool.
hang on. There's 2 wands, though. And those wands can carry another person besides themselves.
Yes.
We only killed 2 giants.
Or maybe one to
Could
get
there
in,
not be
one to
another
get
2
out.
in there?
You also encounter 2 other beings, if I sense now correctly. There
Yes. Yes. Sorry. Apologies. I forgot everything after a boulder went squish.
I get that. That's traumatic.
So I hand one of the wands to Randall.
They could still be useful for you guys. However, they are very limited. About once a day, perhaps. They do need to recharge.
I set one. I do a charge immediately, pointing it at Pios above his head to appear right there.
So you land on top of Bios' head.
Yeah.
Okay.
I quickly use my reaction to dodge.
I go on the floor. And I'm like, brilliant! And then I try to use it again, and I don't understand why it doesn't work again, despite you very clearly saying why.
Maybe I
Sometimes
should
I
say
think
to that. You
Emil said hi.
Ah, such a nice young girl.
Nothing.
Maybe you want to get her some dolls?
We'll have to see to that.
I'm just saying, she's a wee kid. What about play dates? Does she have any friends her own age?
It's tough to have friends your own age when you are considered the Oracle.
Okay, listen, I understand that she has a fate, a destiny that's been picked out for her. And I get what you do, and I'm grateful for what you do. Clearly I am. But she's a little girl. She should be able to have little girl fun.
We do our best to entertain her as we can. We do instruct her on things that she needs to know.
Everyone's her age. Get her a play date. She's going to go crazy, and then you're going to be inside a crazy person.
She only has a few more years with me.
Then what happens?
Then she moves to a temple, becomes a priestess.
I pick up
And
the,
if she wants to, she can leave that particular priestess choice as an adult.
She so desires.
Fine.
This is where she tested into.
Okay.
I pick up the wand and the dog collar, or the badger collar, and look at everybody else. Y'all can decide who wants what after that. Which the strange ring and the brooch is left.
I'll look at the oracle and I'm like, well, which one was? I put my hand over one and look at her, and then I go put my hand over the other one and look at her. I'm like waiting for some sort of facial cue as to which one I should take. I'm just like,
You're doing Willow.
Which one do you think was designed for you, Hendrix?
I instantly pick up the flower brooch.
Good choice.
Yeah.
We know what Randy got. That leaves but one, Lucius. You each asked for something in particular. Each of these will allow you to have that.
Quite happy with what I said. I pinned the brooch on the inside of my jacket.
Keep that close to your heart. It will help. Though I hope it never will.
I hope it never wilts.
I look at the collar and look at her curiosity. Do I put this on my badger, or do I put it around my neck? Or do I find another badger to find and wrestle it and then put it around its neck?
Probably best for your badger. Once per day, it can be used. It will give you an hour of that which you desired.
You wanted a steed, didn't you?
Oh, really? Interesting. Actually,
You
I
wanted
kind
a
of
flying steed.
wanted to fly, so a flying badger. That would be amazing.
What have we done?
And Lucius, though I am not able to alter your power at the moment, I can offer you something that your friends may be able to assist with. At least, maybe Randy. With little powers are within Hendrix himself as well. The ring will allow you to store some magical energies to increase your potential when needed.
Thank you.
So, add a ring of spell storing.
5 spell slots, am I right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I hear that I can help you with a bit of spells, and I'm looking over you like pure calculatingly, like, what would you like today, Squire? What can I do you for?
We'll talk about it later.
All right.
Uh,
This is where Lucius is going to find out that all of my spells are level 1 or 2. And he's going to be like, what the hell?
I mean, if nothing else, he can store his own healing and such spells.
All my spells are level 1, so I can't say nothing.
Yeah.
I look back at the party. Warden, are we any more business here? Any more questions? Are we heading out? We still got to go down the mountain.
The oracle's there with us right now in this moment. Could I ask about a situation?
You may ask.
I outlined the situation with the potential demon invasion, another plane of existence. Detail what we have undergone as a group, what they have undergone more as a group, and my fear of them aligning themselves with someone like Hela or like Marina Gallipoli's son, to maybe they're looking to come onto this plane of existence. Is this something that she has seen in visions? Is there something that we can do to protect against the day that becomes a thing? Is there items that are required or some kind of way of protecting against that?
300 years we have guarded this realm as best we could after failing our previous tests. And now they return. We felt it. In fact, that is one of the reasons why your magic went so crazy.
Sorry.
Your former friend, this crow, I believe.
Yeah.
Messing with things he shouldn't have been caused a flux in that island's energy flux. They are definitely amassing, and things are coming to a head. I believe there are ships on the way here already. Not from them aggressively, but those who wish to escape that which they see.
Okay.
As to what to do, prepare yourselves, get ready to fight. I don't believe your senator was directly involved with them, at least not knowingly. I believe she was more seeking her own gains and potential benefits from other islands' misfortunes.
So those two paths never crossed?
No, not that I can see.
Oh, thank God. The thought of a politician with the funds and resources to start a major war aligning with a horde of evil, it doesn't bear thinking about.
It would be a very unfortunate turn of events indeed. But no, I think we got lucky on that one. The senator's greed and desire for power would not allow her to see the musings of as I'm sure she would have felt, a mad scientist.
Then What would you have us do to stop this threat?
Well, eventually, they need to be removed from that island. I'm hoping they are just seeking to bring their creatures up and not our worlds down, but their attack upon my heart here does not bode well.
No. So that island then?
Mm-hmm. Hellas.
I look at the others and I'm like, well, looks like we know what we're doing next.
No, we got that compass.
Yes.
All right. You said you fought them 300 years ago. Is there texts or any kind of knowledge that we can read and perhaps learn?
If you would like, yes, there are some books on demons in my office. The girl's been learning them as best she can as of now.
Right.
And beyond that, I believe you came with Sigranus, though he is too scared to come say hello to an old friend.
What's the deal with that then? Are you and Sigranus know each other? What's going on there? No little history you want to talk about, perhaps?
We were part of the same order, yes.
Sounds like a euphemism, but okay.
No, Sigranus was not my type.
What's your type? Nope, you're inside the little girl's body. I'm out.
Being a disembodied form does not really lend oneself to physical desires at the moment. No, this form is my way to communicate with the outside world easier than having someone attune to me directly.
Makes sense.
Yeah. They're from the same order. That really does lock Sigranus as a good guy, doesn't it? Although him making a point of not coming in to say hi. Sigranus, what are you? Oh.
Yeah.
He's a proud man.
That's something, man. That's for
Proud.
sure.
Or something embarrassing.
Sorry, what was that?
I was like, something embarrassing, maybe. Like,
Some say perhaps survivor syndrome. Who knows? I've only seen him a couple of times in 300 years, so
fair enough.
I am glad that he is helping you in what way he's willing or able to. He is always a capable magician.
Mm.
Yes, he has been a lot of help.
Good. And you are doing good work. I see that you're bending the weaves of fate, changing the stream to hopefully come out in your favor.
I'd like to think so.
Yeah, I like to think so.
Good. Keep that up. If you guys need more, I will be here, of course. And you're welcome to look through my office. It's down in the direction, I believe, that the same hallways that you were sleeping in, but the other door.
Right.
I pipe up and go, no, that's a bathroom. I tried that.
Yes. No, that is some people's office sometimes, but no, not the one I speak of. Before you get there, in the hallway between the fountain and here, there is another door. In there is my office. There is a book on the table about demons of various sorts. It may come in use.
Can we take it? Is that what you're saying? Or
Yes.
just a
you may
read?
have. Amina knows it by now.
Fantastic. I'll start walking while she's still in her oracle form, pointing like this way.
Yes, that one, of course.
I give a deep bow and then I join him.
As I get to the door, I turn and see Randy bow. I'm like,
As I finish bowing and I start moving towards it, I see him bowing at the door, and I turn back again and I start to bow again.
As Lucius is walking away, he goes like, I got one question. Is it too late to change what you want?
It is not always the easiest thing, but if you do not like it, I'm sure there are plenty of people who would, and that might allow you to get something else that you might want. My power tends to be more subtle, so the direct alteration or increase of your magical abilities is tough. I thought this would allow you to gather spells at your need and desire.
Don't worry, Lucius. I'll see you right, bruv.
Wait, say that again?
Don't worry, Lucius. I'll see you right, bruv. It's not an accent. Literally not making an actual true English sentence there. Sorry. It's it's just the reality of it. Yeah, no, I'm basically saying, don't worry, I'll look after you. I'll make sure we do something good for you.
Yeah, as you enter Hendrix, you see there's like a leather chair behind a decent size desk, and there is there's a book that lies open there.
Welcome to my office.
A couple of like statues of lions kind of flank this particular desk area, and some shields and statues of soldiers lie along the wall. A small bookshelf up against one of the walls.
It's the book she's on about the demons. I'm assuming it's the one that's open on the table.
Yeah.
I look at it and look at the pictures, the illustrations. I go, I've got it. Close the book.
Where are you?
I just hear a muffled "Brrr." I use message and point where I think in the office.
I don't know where that is. I'm stuck in the bathroom. I keep ending up in the bathroom. I've had 3 pees. I don't even need to pee once.
Eventually, you track down Randy. You guys make your way back out to the exterior where the docks are.
Yeah.
You're able to make your way out of the complex, and you see the ship the Sigranus had brought. And he is kind of standing at the dock talking to a well-dressed, kind of older man. He turns as he sees you guys. All through? I suppose I see Randall is back to his former stature.
What up, big man? How you doing up there? Is the air so good? Because down here it's refined. Dare I say, divine.
Well, can't say that I'm not more partial to the elven form, but you do suit yourself as a halfling.
All right.
Anyways, are we ready to go?
I believe so.
Yeah. Or do give you some guidance?
Thank you. By the way, the Oracle says hi. She's wondering when you're going to come by and see her. She sounded very suggestive. She mentioned something about a sexual dalliance within your order, and that she was rather regretful of never having seen you since then.
That's never her type. It's okay.
Damn it.
Nice try, though. But yes.
That's what she's...
Sometime I might have to come by again.
Definitely. Is the ship ready? Or is there anything we need to do first? Or?
I think I have everything I need.
I mean, climbing aboard helps, but other than that, we're good.
Wow, Sigranus, you brought some fire with you this morning. I love it.
Oh!
Didn't realise you were so sassy.
I have my moments.
Talking about fire, isn't I showing the ring? Do you think you can put some spells in here?
What are you looking for?
Surprise me?
You want me to zap you again?
No, the ring chair, not me.
I lean into Sigranus and I go, maybe something with healing and something with strength.
I'm a wizard. Not exactly a. I was thinking about that too. God damn you. Healing is not always my forte.
It's fine. I put. I'm gonna put 2 healing words into it, so that's 2 first level healing words. Okay, that'll take 2 of the 5 slots for him. And I look over at Zagranus and I just like whisper in his ear. And when he inevitably will look at me weirdly, I'll be like, imagine that's flames, a big ball of flames.
Well, I mean, when you put a couple of healing spells in there, I guess it only adds in power.
True.
And he'll cast a fireball into your ring.
I'm gonna kill us all.
I was gonna say, does Zagranus tell Lucius exactly what it is and what it does, or does he just say, I put a fireball in your ring?
I think he just said, I put a fireball in your ring.
We're all gonna die.
I never used one of those before, so it's gonna be interesting.
We're all gonna die. Oh well, what a way to go. Classic.
Anyways, climb aboard. It's fairly easy to use those things. They're quite handy, especially when you're gathering your magical powers. And then as you guys climb aboard, the ship sails away in the direction of the capital, Tassos. And I think that's a great place for us to take a break. So thank you very much, watchers, for joining us as our party is rewarded for their efforts at the last one. Randall's long desire to return to his natural state has been reimagined. And we're going to take a few minutes. Come join us back in, let's say, about 15 minutes, so a quarter till. Sounds like a great point to come back. Take your break, get something to drink. Get your biological needs met, and we'll see you back for more of the Shield Wardens. Thank you. If you are enjoying our content, please consider supporting us through Patreon. Patrons get access to videos early, as well as digital content easily imported into your own game or campaign. Every bit of support helps us grow as a channel. Do you enjoy watching a live game? Do you have Amazon Prime? Please consider subscribing using your Prime sub on twitch.tv/thexpguild. This is a free and easy way to support the channel. Finally, if you do enjoy this content and know others who might, tell your friends and family about the XP Guild. Thank you so much, guys, for joining us for yet another XP Guild show. If you are enjoying this, please do us a favor, click like, subscribe, hit the bell notification if you want to be notified when our next show goes live. Feel free to drop us a comment. We'd love to hear from you guys, hear your thoughts on the show, or anything else you want to talk about. I'd like to take a quick moment to say thank you to our friends over at Hero Forge, a Sky Castle LLC product. We are not sponsored by them, but if you're looking for great custom miniatures, check out HeroForge.com. They've been so kind to let us use their art, as many of the miniatures and artwork that we use come from their website with their permission. However, they have not reviewed our content, and so what we do does not necessarily represent their views or beliefs. Again, thank you to Hero Forge.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Now, let's get back to the show. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to the stream. Before we jump back in, I do want to say thank you to all the viewers who are joining us. Thank you, watchers, for following along live here on twitch.tv/the XP Guild. If you're catching this after the fact, thank you for watching then, too. We appreciate all those who subscribe and share this and do all that stuff. So it does help. I mean, you know, we're small. We're not making money. Everything we do is kind of goes towards more stuff that we do. So buying the subscriptions for the various platforms and programs we use. So we do appreciate that. And if you have a friend that's into D&D or role-playing games or whatever, you know, let them know. So maybe they'll enjoy it too. And then maybe that's ways to grow. So the party finished up with the Oracle, and now here they are. They're taking the ship of Sigranus's back to the capital. We can kind of, I think, fast forward a little bit to them arriving again in the capital, into the temple kind of complex area where Sigranus parks his kind of yacht-style vessel somewhere near these large royal ships that also use the same royal dock area. And that, I suppose, let's get back with our party as they are docking. Several soldiers will kind of rush over as the ship pulls up, and Sigranus will kind of gesture, and several lines will reach out onto the docks, and the soldiers will take them and secure them down onto the line, into the spots on the dock to keep the boat secure and solid. And a small gangplank is kind of pulled out and put on to assist people from going from the ship to the dock. Well, here we are.
Fun ride.
Thanks for the ride.
It is, it gets me from place to place when speed is not necessarily of the essence, or the expenditure of my abilities is not on the initial use. Anyways.
Where are we heading to?
Are we gonna go?
Well, he brought you guys back to basically the temple and the palace, the king's palace, on your own island, which is where you had gone with the Oracle, and you had left.
That's right. We were just south of the city, weren't we? Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Well, then, I suppose you're planning on taking us back to Theodosia, then?
She returned with you on the ship. She's got Hela and the other captive somewhere in the temple.
I understand, and we were planning on returning with you. Could we have a moment alone, Sigranus? Would that be okay? I just need to speak with the others.
Of course.
Okay.
He'll climb off the ship and start walking towards the palace.
So, who do you want me to kill?
A demon horde?
We tried that once. It was difficult.
Yeah, but I'm with you. And they are many, but we are better now, I think.
It was weird last time, so yes, maybe so. Are we going there not in ghost form?
I think if we went there as actual selves, that would be a thing. But the place that was there, tell me about it. I wasn't there, so what was it like in terms of the environment?
Harsh.
Awful.
It was not like your desert. It was nothing. Was bones, death, destruction.
Okay. Maybe we need to learn more about it before we go there.
Oh, 100%. We would have been lost without a guide. Like, we were lucky to find where we were.
I feel that our part with Hela is done at this point. At this stage, it really is down to the judicial system, you know?
Are we taking them out?
Taking who out?
No.
Okay.
Taking who out?
Judicial.
It's just always a no when he asks that question. It's the
Right.
safer.
Yeah, true. I mean, except occasionally it's really not, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but
But
we know.
I think at that point we can tell by context who we would actually, yeah. You know, you're right. No, unless clearly contextually, that guy. Right, gotcha.
You have to just.
Okay.
Yes,
So should we go back with Sigranus and request we take a look at his books that his order has because of their history of fighting from 300 years ago? Should we take a look in the various lodges and libraries? Right.
Pass it to you. I'm like, I had a skim for it. Pictures are pretty weird.
Oh, yeah. All right. The thing is, I feel like Sigranus is the kind of guy who keeps the best stuff just for himself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
and it
Not
seems
even
like he is
he's
amused
selfish,
at.
but like support. Sorry, go on.
I said it seems amused at electrocuting Lucius, so maybe we can distract him that away if we need to have a distraction.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure Lucius doesn't mind a bit of an electrical probe here or there. You know, take one for the team, as it were. Good chap.
I do know that he was willing to help us before with this whole demonic thing, so maybe we should talk to him about it and show him this book. He can probably translate it. I don't know if any of us can speak Infernal or whatever language it is.
Remember, we had trouble last time when they were doing that below.
I wonder if it's a language that we can learn or be imbued with that ability. But yeah, okay. Lucius, you and Sigranus have a tight relationship. I don't really understand it, but it seems to be working. So if you want to pursue with him...
yeah, I'll have a chat with him. Why not? I mean, the worst he can say is no.
Right, for sure. We go through the documents that you pulled from the Oracle. Piles, I'm looking at this badger symbol that's hanging from the thing that we found.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think it's possible that the Badger Lodge might have some kind of... Maybe they were looking to ask the same kind of questions that we're asking?
I could find out. If not,
Maybe,
I can get us better supplies to go down once we do.
Yeah.
Because there was nothing. Food didn't even...
Metal.
Yeah,
Gone.
no metal
That's
whatsoever.
interesting. Well, then we should definitely get that for sure. Yeah. Plus, your lodge has historically got involved in combat at the forefront every single time. So maybe you have a historical perspective as well.
We don't directly go into combat like Lucius does, but we do sneak attacks and behind enemy lines and stuff. But yeah, I mean, I can get all the information if we want to go that route. And I think we might want to because of what we experienced, because we had to run away from the thing that was chasing us.
But you wouldn't let me stay.
Well, I mean, we would have died brave.
One of my axes down there, chucking it at that guy's face. He never gave me the opportunity to get it back as well.
Yeah.
I did miss, but that's not the point.
The things I missed, huh?
Yeah.
It was it was interesting to say the least.
Okay. Then back to the city it is. I'm trying to think if there's anything that I can bring to the table at all. I have no history of demons. I have no experience with them.
The only things I know is what I was told from storybooks. And cautionary tales.
You got magic, so...
You also are a good talker, Randy.
Yeah, but I have a feeling that these creatures... I mean, if the fire giants are any example, they weren't really in the mood to talk.
I'm not talking about the creatures themselves, but maybe you can find out more information from the people you know.
That's a point. Isn't your mum expecting you at some point?
It's interesting. I need to see my mum. Oh God, am I late? I plan to see her. Oh God, we've had the I've got to get back. I've got to get back this afternoon. I've got literally a couple of hours, otherwise I'm going to be late. Fuck. Can we go, please? I'm sorry for slowing everyone down.
Let's head back to town. We'll do a quick split up. Dushin can go and talk to so-and-so. Pius can go to his lodge. I've got a little shopping I want to do around the market anyway. And we'll all meet back at the Shield Warden's lodge. Shield Warden's residence afterwards.
Yeah.
Cool.
Can I get the book so I can show him?
Oh, Randy's got it.
Randy gives them to Lucius. Combine that with what he has. See what we can find out, Lucius, okay?
Will do.
All right.
Shotgun, not me.
Lucius, you're probably the closest to your destination. It's the Grannis. It's somewhere nearby.
I guess I'll start walking, and when I see him, I'll approach him.
Yeah, I mean, he was walking ahead of you guys. He's probably nearing the King's Palace area at the moment. Just like across the courtyard from where the temple is. So you'd be able to, hurry up and catch him if you wanted to.
I'll jog up to him and get right next to him and bump him for a second. Hey, I gotta ask you something.
Yes, what? What can I do for you?
You can say no if you don't want to, but we got this book on, the demons, and we could use your help if you're up to it.
Oh, sure. What is it? What is it we're looking for?
I guess a way to get down there so we can fight them, and if possible, use our bodies and ghost bodies like last time we went there.
All right. Well, let's see what we got. He'll gesture for you to kind of follow him in, and he'll lead you over to his private residence within the palace.
Cool.
Sit down and start looking through the book with you. Work on that for a bit. Hendrix, you wanted to go shopping.
Yeah, nothing crazy. I'll walk around the market. I'm looking for nothing crazy. I just mainly toy store.
Okay.
Once I spot something, I'll pick out a little doll and ask the counselor person to write a little note, just saying it was lovely meeting you, and ask them to pack it up, and I'll buy a doll. When I get outside, I'll pull out my familiar and ask if you can fly this back to the Oracle, to the little girl.
Cool.
And I send her on her way.
Yeah. How extravagant or how crazy of a toy are you looking to get?
Something that's going to last, but is also very pretty.
Okay.
It could be a wooden doll with rope for arms, as basic as that. But it could be something quite pretty as well.
Okay. So you find kind of a nice, especially as you're leaving the palace grounds areas, it's kind of a nicer neighborhood. You find a toy shop there that has these very nice It's wooden, but then it's been polished and painted, so it looks almost like real life, with like soft hair as well, like curly golden hair. Say a gold worth for the doll.
Yeah.
For a child's toy, it's a very nice, high quality one. But
easiest gold I've spent.
Yeah. And
do that. Send it off.
Cool. Yeah. He would have wrapped it up, and Daisy takes it off and starts heading off.
I'll just do a lap around the market just to see what's changed since we've been gone, and then head back to the barracks.
Yeah, cool. Most things are the same. There's probably one or two new vendors, as often there are, a swap here and there, especially like the more street vendor ones in the market, the ones that don't have permanent structures, often rotate around. So, yeah, nothing too crazy.
Yeah.
Pius, we're off to see the lodge.
Yeah.
Okay. So their barracks and their headquarters is mainly outside of the city.
Mm-hmm.
There's probably a few members that come in and do some of the trading and some of the supply runs, but in general, you're out in like the forest, kind of to the southeast of the city itself, somewhere between city and the mountains.
Yeah, I regale them with great stories of battle and adventure and this, that, and the other, and as well as ask them if they have any information on our next task at hand, or if they could supply us with the vital equipment or anything of that nature. Tell them about the group of dwarves that was, helped us survive down there, and tell them about the no metal and all the other stuff. So
you'd probably be directed, especially when you're looking for supplies, you'd head towards like the quartermaster's tent. So within your kind of wooden palisade area of the barracks that you guys have set up and utilized, there's like a large tent that has been structured, kind of like a dark, almost like canvas tent. And within there's a tall furbolg who oversees the quartermaster office of it, and the few other like members of the lodge that help him out. So he can gather up some stuff. He's like, I don't really know much about the world below. No one has ever gone and returned.
It is a harsh place, but we are going there not magically. We are going there in person.
Interesting. You say it's harsh. You've been to the world below?
There was magic involved. Yes. Okay. We were ghost-like, but could still interact with people and touch things. I do not understand much magic. I understand fighting.
As is the right way of things.
Indeed.
I've heard rumors of people that have made inroads to the world below, far to the northeast, but I don't know personally or what that takes. I'm happy to provide you with food if you need some basic weapons, armor, of course.
If these dwarves are still down there, they might be a vital ally to our cause. And with proper weaponry and armor, I'm sure that they will be a formidable unit against who we have to fight.
I suppose, though dwarven armor and such is not in our normal offerings, only one or two have called us their home.
Do not have to be dwarven armor. They need to be metal. They need to be like chain shirts and studded leather, stuff like that. Literally, they're fighting with bone and old hides and nothing at all down there. Against demons and devils and things that will just look at you and turn you inside out.
Sounds harsh indeed. I suppose what we can do is start gathering of goods, and when your expedition departs or nears departure, let me know, and I'd be happy to provide you with more goods.
Excellent.
Well, it is a strange request to go below, but if you and your friends have figured out things, then I suppose you're all ready for it.
If we do not go below, I feel that things will get much worse up here.
Always a possibility. These people seem to get themselves into trouble often.
These people you talk about up north, they have a way to get down there?
That is the rumors, yes. An island, they say, descended somehow. And their force has fought back some of the darkness, some of the mists, but I have not seen it with my own eyes.
Do you know of one of these people that I may get in contact with?
I will seek out some information. There was a group that worked on that, I believe, but I do not know all the details.
It is okay. I do not know how we will get down there. I do not know what my companions are formulating. But if they have nothing, then that could be our only lead to get down there.
Of course. Well, like I said, let me know.
I will. It is a great honor to have you.
Yes, I'm sure it is.
Would he know of me because of my fame?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sure he knows something of you, but he's a fairly stoic, as most of your people are.
So is he actually part of the lodge, or is he kind of like a traitor?
Yeah.
Okay, he is actually part of it. Okay, cool.
Yeah, he's like the quartermaster for your lodge, so...
Oh, okay. Cool.
There's a few different ones, depending on which enclave of the... Yeah.
Okay.
But it's like one of the ones that runs this local... So you probably would have met him before, time to time.
Cool. And with that, I thank him and be off.
All right. Randy, what's going on?
Randy is dressed, feeling quite spruce. He's going to drop some money on a carriage to his mother's grounds. He will do his customary stop a half-kilometer away from the grounds and walk the rest of the way. He will, instead of approaching the main gate, as always, go through the side gate, which is covered with the moss, go through to the side entrance, through the kitchens, take a quick sniff of what's coming up for tea, and then wander on through into the dining room, where I know my mum will be waiting for me at the end of the long table.
Yeah, already sitting there at the head of the table. What does your mother look like?
Well, she always makes a point that Sunday lunch has to be done correctly. So she will always be wearing not Sunday best, but an austere black lace gown that will have white lace gloves that go all the way up to her elbows. She'll sit knowing that the bay windows are behind her and will give a slightly ethereal light that goes through her clothing, but it's still quite opaque through there, but it has a faint shimmer that comes off of it. She looks with the bunned up hair, very similar severe style that Senator Heller has.
She'll kind of smile as she sees you come in. Ah, Randall. So good of you to join me, finally.
I apologize in fluent Elvish.
And she'll respond in Elvish. I don't remember your Elvish being that good, Randy.
No, I've been practicing. Still, at least now you know you can have a full-on Elvish conversation with your son on a Sunday dinner, like you've always wanted.
That's very good.
So, shall we?
Yes. She'll gesture, and Chimmins comes out with trays of food ready to go for you guys, already set up with the proper meal already portioned out and ready to go.
Yeah, I should make it clear at this point what the actual meal is for the Sunday proper lunch.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dad's away, right? My mum is a mistress of malicious compliance. So, yeah, fine. She's having a guest over, so she must use the finest silver. But the food is coming from the Kraken down the street. Standard fish and chip chippy with pickles, curry sauce, and it's just smeared on with like the back of the fish. And like Randy loves this. This is like one of his favorite things about his mum, that she's like, well, if this is the only way I can see my son, we'll do it exactly the way that his father wants it to be. So
nice.
Yeah, so it's chill. That's the food that we're having.
Yeah, so it's almost a strange sight if anyone were watching this from outside, because I see Chimmins walk in with these like fine china with this like dome on top of the plate, and he sets the plates down in front of both of you and grabs the tops of both of them, and kind of with the refined flourish of taking them off, it is something that inside he would never have served at a normal dinner in the house. But
I don't think Chimmins himself would actually eat that. He's better than this meal.
Yeah. He'd probably even have like that slight snarl he gets whenever he doesn't quite approve of you. And he'll, take it off and kind of do his little bow and back away and stand off to the side in case anyone needed anything. Another servant will come by and pour. So what would your normal drink be for this?
Mum likes a thick brown elvish dwarvish stout, and I will, as ever, go over to Father's bar cabinet and uncork every single one of his whiskeys and pour a shot from each one of them into a glass, and then put the stoppers back very carefully in the right ones, and then come back to the table with this brandy glass just chugging full of whiskey and just place it in front of me. I'm not going to drink any of that. It's just the principle of wasting his stuff.
Perfect. Yeah, so you guys settle down to a meal. And is there anything in particular you're going over with her, or just normal kind of catch up? And
I'm going to talk about her friends of the family and what's been going on with them. I'm going to talk about the Hippogriff farm, the Hippogriff estate. I'm going to talk about what we've been doing with Hellas. I'm going to go through all of that. And as I'm telling her all of these things, I'm making sure to observe her throughout this conversation. And I'm going to keep a peripheral on Chimmins as well, who I know is not as good at poker as my mum is. And I'm going to try and see if any of the things I say spark anything other than a naturally reactive reaction,
Okay.
Yeah.
Why don't you give me an insight roll?
Okay. This is not born out of a need that I don't trust either one of them. I absolutely do. It's just that Randy has never been the person who's been told things inside the family. So there's a natural reaction to when stories are being told that he would try and see what people actually do know already, because no one's telling him shit.
Yeah.
17?
Okay. Let's see. So your mom takes it like she usually does. Like, you're asking about things, and in general, it's probably more she knows that you're doing it to humor her than your actual care for any family related. So she'll go on about her, her friends and the various like gossip that, is her kind of guilty pleasure. But as you're kind of asking about things and talking about various subjects, you do notice Chimmins is a little bit more like, has this slightly distraught or worried look. Is anyone else getting this weird granular thing, or is that my internet connection?
I'm okay, I think.
Okay. As long as it's okay on the stream. All right, sorry guys. I looked over at my Skype and there was like these box pixelation going on and everything. I was like, what is going on?
That happened to me every once in a while, but it seems to be fine.
Okay, as long as it's working for everyone else. Yeah. So, Shimmons would definitely kind of tense up at a few of the topics about, the goings on in the world and things that you kind of stories work your way through.
Okay. Locked away. Noted. That's fine. I'll finish the meal. I'll ask her if there's anything that she wanted to talk to me about. Because the real conversation doesn't happen until the end of the meal, right?
Yeah.
That's when politeness allows her to now actually say why she's pretty much had a guy waiting for me on the docks. So, what have you been up to? You don't normally miss your meals here. I'm sure it's probably some of the few good ones you actually get, despite our normal fare. I do okay. I do all right. I've been busy. I've been saving the world.
It's normally your brother's lines, not yours. What,
Well, I mean, I know we can't all be Minnesota. He does great work. But yes. I think me and the guys, we've captured a murderer of a senator. We brought them to justice. I'm just been busy, Mum.
Well, I'm glad. I'm glad it's not you in a gutter somewhere.
These are not the only options. I mean, I can do more than be just in the gutter or having food with you.
I'm aware, but as a mother, my mind always goes to the worst case scenarios.
I know. I understand. And I'm sorry I've not been around. I missed 2. I apologize. I will be around. I may not be around next week. But if I'm not going to be around, I will make sure that a messenger comes to you to let you know I will be away. Okay?
I would appreciate that. That would be great, yes.
And if possible, you may receive a message from me via a friend in your mind. You don't mind a bit of magic?
No. More okay with it than your father is, of course.
Of course. And how is he?
Ornery as ever. Apparently there was various dealings and holdings of things that were going on that's not turning out his way. So he's throwing temper tantrums as he does.
What was he upset about?
He
Instantly.
invested heavily in some of these new shipbuilding laws that he expected to pass and get through. Looks like that is falling apart, so he says.
Is he extended?
Nothing I don't think he can handle, but he's definitely not pleased about it.
I mean, oh no, that's terrible. Well,
he may have to skip a few of his memberships, but I'm sure he'll get by.
That won't happen. Father would rather starve than not be a member of a guild. Fine. This is interesting. I must make a few calls upon a few lending houses upon this day. Mother, it's been a pleasure seeing you. I shall see you soon.
Don't make it worse on him. It just comes back and I get hurt.
If he ever actually hurts you,
of course not. It's just annoying as hell when he's not having his way.
Well, like I said to someone before today, it's all subjective. I'm gonna head off. Love you.
All right. Love you too, Randy.
Kiss in his cheek. Don't I do one? As I go past, I'm gonna absolutely cat claw the brandy of whiskey and just like drop it to Chivins, I'm so sorry, mate. I am so sorry. I am. Genuinely.
All right, Master. Don't be a stranger now, boy.
As I'm leaving, I will do a quick mending on the glass so it actually comes back up again. I'll be like, sorry, it's childish. I apologize. I don't know. I'm sorry.
Figured you'd be above that by now, but...
Yeah, me too. Like, honestly, I genuinely am surprised at what... Yeah, I'm working on it. I'm going to leave the room.
All right.
And now that I know that Chimmins is going to be busy mopping that off the floor, he's not guiding me out the room. I'm going to head to my father's office.
All right.
I think I've bought myself a good 5 minutes before Chimmins realizes I've not left by any gate.
Yeah.
So I'd like to quickly take a look for my father's ledgers and see how heavily exposed he might actually be.
Okay.
Who is he in deep to?
All right. Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
Okay. Oh, God. Investigation. Come on, people.
I think there's a couple advantages in chat still.
Oh, I will absolutely take advantage of that then. And thank chat. Thank you. Chat. What the hell? Good dang. So, yeah. Having said that, though, I don't like that roll. So I do this every time, and I'm always disappointed when I find out the answer. But
no.
Can I do a Tide of Chaos? One advantage on one attack roll, ability check, or saving throw. Can I apply it?
I mean, it is ability check, right? It's a skill check.
Let's go. Investigation. I'm just fated not to fucking find my dad's ledgers. That's fine. It's fine. It's all good. I have a little moment very quietly, like a Martin Freeman-esque freak out in the center of a room, and then just like leave.
All right. Anything else you're doing on your way back?
Can I have time to swing through a library?
You have as much time as you desire to run off and do?
I mean, yeah, I'll check out a library, and I'm just gonna literally go to the children's section and pull out everything that they have on demons, and grab all the demons' children's stories. I don't want to read things, man. Like, I need things with pictures. This is hard.
The vast array of about demons that you find in the children's section.
Well, no, I'm just saying, like, all the children's tales that I have, like, a long time ago, a brave knight fought a demon. Look at the demon. And, like, I think that's not true.
I mean, given the history of the world, there are more demonic children's books than you would, in our current world, probably find. Lots of stories of, there's several that are about the shattering themselves. And then there are, of course, the normal, like, hey, if you don't behave, this demon's going to jump out and get you, sort of a, Brothers Grimm style stories. So, yeah, you're able to find a few if you so desire to either read there or check out and bring with you.
I'll check them out.
Okay.
Yeah, then I'll go back and I'll join the others.
All right, sounds good. So, you guys return to the Shield Warden's barracks. Let's see. Lucius, you would have been the first one to return, probably, unless you spent a long time with Sigranus looking over the books themselves, or did you more just hand off stuff and say...
I would have had, like, stayed and asked him if he needed help, if there was anything I can do. If not, if he just wanted to research by himself, then I would leave and come back later.
Yeah, I think you probably would have, done one of those, I'll look through things, and I know I have some books sporadically around here. I'll get through this one and those, and I'll get you guys some information as soon as I can.
Just message me with your mind thing whenever you find something.
All right, sounds good. So you would get back to the barracks first, but Hendrix probably is not too far behind. What are you up to when Hendrix returns?
He's probably just in the room, like, relaxing, waiting for everybody else to show up.
Ah, you're back already, are you?
Yeah, he's doing research, so it's, you know how wizards are. They do their thing.
That seems fair. I'll go over to my backpack, the rest of my supplies next to my bunk, and just start moving some stuff around from off my person into the bag, and so forth and so. So, any word from the other two? Do we know what's happening with them?
No idea. I just figured wait here and see.
Well, nevertheless, I think it's the first night that we've had off in a little while. I think a good drink is in order. I don't know about you.
Indeed.
Remember that?
After everything.
What was that place called that we went to? You fought that woman. There was a one-armed bartender. Oh. We should go there. The vibe there was good.
Oh, is that the one where the shoelace thing with the goalie?
Yeah, everyone had a little fight in the pit. Everyone seems to like that place. We've been there a couple of times. We should take a drink there. The Lion's Den, was it?
I don't remember the name. I'm pretty sure Randall would know.
Yeah, well, we've got to wait for them anyway, so...
Speaking of Randall, Randy's probably the next one to return from his adventures.
I dump down the children's books onto the table in front of everyone and I go, look, research, you're welcome.
Well, I'll pick up the one that looks like it's got the most pictures.
That's a pop-up. Look at that. Hey, you can move it. Look at the demon's eyes. Scary. Yeah. Now we know that demons have eyes. Education. Yeah. What are you guys talking about?
Well, we were just thinking maybe going to the Lion's Den, is that what it's called?
What?
That place with the pit?
That's the Tiger Room. Or the Viper Pit.
I don't know. It's been a while. We've
the Donkey Kong? No, wait. The Monkey Ball.
I think you're close to that one. Yeah,
The lion's den, yes. For where the vets live. I don't mean animal doctors, but yeah, the other vets.
They seem to have had a lot of fights in a lot of situations. It'd be quite nice to get a drink and maybe ask them if they've ever come face to face or know somebody.
Or the best way to handle fighting against them. Do they have any weaknesses?
Exactly.
That's not a bad idea. Okay, well then let's head there. I only worry about Pios. So before he comes in, let's make a better plan than him nailing the door shut. We're not going to be allowed back in that building. We literally created a fire hazard. What? Are you serious? We're going to go and ask them for questions.
What do you mean? We were on the inside when that door got nailed shut.
Okay, I mean, I'm not going to assume that because he's big and ugly, he's also stupid. I'm fairly sure the owner's going to put 2 and 2 together at some point. All right, fine. You know what? Yeah, no. Let's own up to
fake it till you make it.
Or we could pay for the door. Oof, I feel bad. No, I don't feel right. I don't feel good at all.
You're feeling effects of getting short again. Everything's been squished. Maybe your stomach's just in a knot.
I just suddenly felt bad over the idea of paying for something. Tim. Ooh.
Are you on drugs?
Let's talk about something else. Are we drinking? Let's get drunk.
So meanwhile, as Pios is on the way back, what are you up to, Pios?
Stop off at a magical shop.
Okay.
It's just a magical shop that we've bought stuff from before. Or is that a different town?
Don't think you guys have bought anything magical in your home city.
Okay.
No.
I think it's only been in the other town.
In the other towns, okay.
Not to say that there aren't magical shops there, though.
No.
Yes.
You see one, and you probably have seen it before. Called Conclave, and as you walk in, there's a like a violet-skinned tiefling male who's in there with like traditional-looking wizard robes on, with like stars and arcane symbols all over his garb. And he's got like, the wizard pointy hat sort of thing on top of him. He looks over and a big, like, kind of sharp-toothed smile. Greetings, sir. Welcome to Conclave. What can I do for you, my friend?
Me and my companions are going into a highly dangerous place. And I feel that I need something to help with lockpicks and getting into stuff that, or getting them out of things that require such things. Maybe something I can wear on my hands.
Ah, you wish to be better at picking locks?
And general dexterity in general, because we are going into a magical place, and I feel that these magics will need to be combated with magic instead of just mundane means. I am really good at doing mundane things, but when there's magic, not so much.
All right. Well, I mean, if it's just getting very, very good at something that you can already do a little bit of, I do have these gloves, and he pulls out these like dark like leather gloves. These will increase your ability to slip in and out of people's pockets, as well as to pick those more intricate and dangerous locks.
How much are these?
Well, for such a fine gentleman as you, I'd say I could part with it for 650 gold.
We are going to a very, very special place. That's highly
somewhere where
magical.
these would come.
Well, I'm thinking that once we come back, I can bring you what we have gathered, and maybe we can trade. But I was thinking maybe you give me a discount, and the stuff I bring you back, maybe some of that stuff would be a free trade.
Give me a persuasion check. Start with that.
Okay.
I'll go from there.
16.
Okay. Well, my first inclination was to charge you more, since they'll be even more useful to you there. But, you know, if you can bring back things and give me a favorable pricing on the returned items, I could maybe let them go for as little as 500 gold.
Fair enough. And I put down 3 rubies. And then I put down 200 gold.
That's more like it. That will work. Thank you for your business, sir. And your name?
I am Pios of the Badger Clan Lodge.
Pios of the Badger Lodge. It's a pleasure to meet you and do business with you.
Indeed. And then I put them on.
Mm-hmm.
And I steal everything he's got. No.
Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. I get. And then after that, I had to meet everybody else up.
Sounds good. Yep. Pios eventually enters the barracks area where the rest of you are. What are we up to?
We're playing dice and doing shots, waiting for Pios to kick back. Finally.
Ooh, we should bet money and roll some dice. See what happens.
I put out my set of dice. Yeah, sure. How do you want to play it? Do you want to do highest wins or crazy?
Yeah, well, let's do highest wins.
Highest wins, okay. I'll put 10 gold on 10.
We should make it interesting. Why don't we do all our money?
What the hell?
All our money? I got 5 kids to feed. I can't do that.
You get it around.
Man with a rose, what do you expect? 50 gold pieces.
Fine, 50 it is.
Randy, you in on this?
50? I look at the two of you and I'm like, how about 200? For fun.
Yeah!
I'll put 200.
I feel peer pressured in. I put 200 in as well.
Well.
I pull out 2d6s. And I'll roll them. See what I get, I guess. Do you want to all roll at the same time? But I guess
What are we rolling?
2d6.
2d6?
That'll be what my dice set is, so like a couple of d6.
Oh, no, yeah, that makes sense for sure. Okay, 2d6, here we go.
2, 3, go.
We've all got our hands over our dice and we're like,
Nope. I just threw mine in with reckless abandon, and then I saw what you guys had, and I was like, oh, no. Well, I got a 6.
I got an 8.
Shit.
I got a 9.
Bullshit.
No.
I'm happily leaving the table, leaving my 200 gold at the table. Pius, we're going to the bar.
I look
Which
at my
bar are we
lack of
going
money.
to?
I'm like, that's rubbish. Okay, so I'll drop 200 gold then, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's no way that I'm just gonna just let that go. Obviously, you need that one.
Yeah.
Okay, 200. Actually, to be fair,
I've minused.
I've got a lot of money. I just realised what I've got here.
That was all of my gold.
That was all your gold? Holy hell.
Pretty much. That was all of it. That's why I'm so sour right now.
Do you leave yet or no?
Who, me?
No, Hendrix.
Yeah, I stormed out the door.
Before you leave, I'm gonna he's gonna go to give you a hug, kind of like, don't worry, like you'll get your money back later, and I'm gonna kind of like tap into him, and I'm gonna slide a hand the pouch into his pocket.
Make a sleight of hand check.
That's horrible, but he'll feel it. He'll feel something like
I feel the attempt, and I don't say anything.
Like, it's money, whatever.
it's all the money's there that we bet.
All 600 of it, or all that he bet?
Oh, 600.
Which probably explains the bad roll, because that's a pretty heavy sum to slide in.
Yeah, it's just he holding it, like he's really strong. He couldn't feel the difference.
Let me give you a hug, swinging this pouch filled with 600 points back of his head, killing him.
All right.
Everybody hears the noise of the gold. I'm just like,
Yeah.
now trying to like slyly walk out with it.
Yeah. Good job, Lucius.
All right.
I try.
So you guys make it to the lion's den. It's getting quite late at this point. Having run your various errands, the street lamps are lit. The sun has gone down. But this is a capital city, and the streets are lively. Get closer to the lion's den, you see it is well lit and seems to have a decent amount of people outside and in, even place filling up.
Head up to the bar. Head on in. I'm gonna look over at Piles and be like, "Don't attack the Goliath. Just don't do it." Okay.
We have, how would you put it, bigger fish to fry.
Exactly. So, what's the number one rule when we're drinking tonight? Don't fight the Goliath. Okay.
Instead, fight the demons and devils that may walk in.
Like,
Right.
I hope not. During the day, can we say there's been a wardrobe change at some point when after 3 hours my clothes will magically disappear?
Oh, yeah, yeah. Probably
Yes.
before you went to your mom's, you probably changed to avoid certain
Probably.
possibilities with your mom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sounds good to me. When you walk in, the Goliath is behind the bar with there's a younger Goliath who's actually back there helping out. And he kind of glares when he sees you guys enter and nods to one of the doormen, and they kind of shift their attention towards you, but they don't stop you at all. Or it's tell that they're keeping an eye on you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk right up to the big boy Goliath and put 150 gold pieces and the ruby in front of him.
He's gonna eye it. What's that for?
This is not for the door and the damage that we did. This is not for the time and the trouble that we caused. This is to show that we actually do respect what you do here and the service you provide to these fine warriors and the time that they service that they've given. We don't want you to feel like we just come in here and ignore them and we're shitting all over you. So I'm coming at you straight. It was us who did that to the door. You know it. We know it. Saying sorry ain't going to change it, and you had to fix it. This money isn't going to go any way towards fixing that mine, but maybe it can go towards helping out the situation.
I can respect that. All right. Well, I mean, I'm not one to turn it down, but I'm also not one to take too much for free. So if you work through this as a tab, I'll let you know.
If we work through this as a tab, we're going to have to pay you more to say sorry tomorrow.
He chuckles and he'll grab like a pitcher of ale and pour it into a glass and slide it over towards you.
I will drink. And then I will ask, my friends have some questions. I want to drink. Maybe you can help them.
Well, I don't know what I know, but I'm here.
I turn around to the more militaristically inclined members of the group, shall we say? And I'll be like, he seems cool.
So what's up?
I think I'll push Pius forward, because wasn't he the one that wanted to learn about the demons and stuff?
Yeah.
What are we doing?
We'll push him forward.
We are not killing you.
Brand.
That's what we are doing.
No, you can get information about the demons.
Even one-handed, that wasn't going to happen, little one.
Okay.
But I appreciate the no attempts.
Hold on. I do a quick wave to the glass. I go, I love the energy. Let's try and see if we can redirect that. I'm going to do a quick turn around to Pius and be like, okay, remember, we're on the same team. Allies, want to make sure that we get good information from them. And that's you.
We are here to kill demons and devils.
Well, that you won't find much of around here. Maybe some tieflings, but they're cool.
We are not dealing with those. We are dealing with the great beyond, the great below. Things that go bump in the night and swallow you whole.
Not sure this one needs more drinks.
I think he's trying to ask you. Has anybody ever come in the bar claiming that they've seen one, faced one even, maybe?
I mean,
you know how I like to talk, especially after a few ales.
There's always the braggarts who claim they dealt some mythical beast or monster. Most of them are full of it.
Most of them.
I mean, if you gave me 100 soldiers, say one of them told me the truth.
Fair.
But you would know which one that is, though. I say from behind the three of them whilst drinking.
I mean, how many people do you know that have fought demons?
1, 2, 4.
See what I mean? You guys.
Okay, here's the thing. I say from behind, holding up the big old tankard. I go, here's the thing. Right now, you got 3 geezers right in front of you say that they've actually fought demons. Are they lying?
He'll look you guys over. Gonna raise an eyebrow. Somehow, I don't feel that you guys are.
Good judge of character. Goes a long way in your trade.
Get to learn to read people. Yeah.
So I'm going to ask the question again and respectfully cut the bullshit. Of that 1 in 100, you know their name and you remember their story. Even if it was told a decade ago, you remember it.
I mean, there was an elvish fellow that came in. A younger for elves, I suppose, a while back, carried 2 kind of very distinct blades. Kind of secretive, tried to stay in the dark, but one of one of my chaps said he pried out of him a little bit that he had been involved with some fights and up on some island somewhere up in the northeast. Not in our nation, mind you. Way past.
And his name?
Oh, didn't give real names. He said his name was Zero. Some weird, secretive elf type. Just passing through. I couldn't tell you where he is now, but...
Insight check. Is he locked up in the attic?
Roll.
No. I refuse.
No, he's not.
It's a terrible storyline. Don't let it happen. I can't handle another elf locked up in an attic.
See, Randy's starting to care about elves.
This is the nightmare. Ah. What have you done, you monster? Okay.
But yeah, out of all the people, probably not the one to brag about things. So.
Can I do a quick disguise self at bar? And using my face, can I get him to do like a identikit until we have like a closeness of what he looks like? Like, were his eyes bigger? Like this? Or were they smaller like this? Were they wider? Were they meant more spread out like this? Nose? Was it big? Was it...
The character creation screen
yeah,
for like 100%. So many RPGs.
Yeah.
He's like, no, more over here. No, I like
more
the one
over here.
No,
Let me rotate that. That looks good.
Darker, lighter, left, up.
You know what? Let's use a cowboy hat. Okay, that was fun. Let's get rid of that now. Okay, good. Astronaut. Oh no, it's a complete visor. What a waste of time. Bring it back. Okay.
Yeah. Sure. He goes through the character creation process. You end up with a dark-skinned, fairly young for an elf look. A little bit like stern. You know.
Okay.
Kind of walks you through the whole thing.
I'm going to quickly send that image as a mental image to my mum. And I'll go, I know you're probably having a bath right now. I thought you'd appreciate that. I'll see you later. Bye. And then I cut out there real quick. And that's my one use of sending for the day. Such a great use. Sending porn to my mother. That is so healthy.
Sending her the image of an elf while she's in the bath.
My mum's into elves, dude.
Well, I know. Why did you both to speak Elvish over dinner?
Well, she actually tried to teach me Elvish for my entire life, and it never took. So yeah.
Just took your being one.
Okay, that's going to be a whole thing then. That's fine. Well, Pius, are you happy with that?
What, you having a bath with your mother?
What? No. I'm saying the information. We now know one person who's seen it. We know that's a thing. We don't have anything else.
My contact at the Badger Lodge mentioned of this group that fought against them, and they were up north from here. How far north, I don't know, but that sounds like it checks out as far as this person.
Well, at least we have a compass direction. That's a good start. It's not bad for like half a day's work.
If we can get our own ship captain, we could do some island hopping.
Fast ship.
Well, we know it's beyond our system, right? We know it's beyond their tongue. So maybe we should take a look at the larger, more long-range navigational maps and see how many islands are actually north of here.
Separated, yeah.
You know? And
maybe quite a distance then.
Yeah. So at that stage, we can go on the travels, but we could get Theodosia to see if she's got any connects to those islands. Let her see if she can communicate with those islands, so we know whether or not they have been overrun or no.
That'd be good. the ground and these teleportation circles might be able to help us.
Yeah, and his people used to have those spread. Yeah, but I wonder if it's just only close to Latong, you know? Maybe he's got something much more further afield though.
I think it'd be wiser to at least get a copy of ours.
Yeah.
So if we found somebody that could,
yeah,
we could at least get back here.
Yeah, Lucius. Talking about long distance, and we're talking about a long time ago, and we're talking about fighting against ultimate evils. Maybe you should have a conversation with your dad.
I can try. The thing is, will he show up or say anything?
Maybe we need to put him in a situation where he's actually going to want to have that conversation.
We can always electrocute you.
Say what?
That's what happened last time.
Over that.
Lucius was electrocuted and his dad showed up.
Yeah, that works. Okay, maybe we'll do that to you.
Or
let's find something.
No, he did not show up then either. I do not know. I was thinking another idea was throw him in prison, but
we could just keep drinking until a good idea comes to us.
Agreed.
I'll make sure we've all got a beer and a shot.
I have
and mosey on downstairs to watch whatever fight is still going on in the pit.
I have our hookup as far as equipping the dwarves that we met. So if we need a unit of fighting folk
on those planes,
yes.
Right,
I can.
okay.
I'm not too sure. I told the quartermaster at my lodge that he was like, we don't have dwarven stuff, but I said these people only fight with like bone and wear like hides. We need something metal, and anything will do. So it will be probably a mismatch assortment of things, but at least it will be better than what they have.
Why does that have to be that? Why don't we just get hold of actual dwarf weaponry and armor?
If you would like to pay for it, then yes, you can.
No, we don't need it.
I could go to my lodge and see maybe we can get some of the equipment for the new recruits.
Yeah, we could do that. I have an idea. It's going to involve serious levels of fraud.
Do you guys stay upstairs, or do you follow Hendrix down?
I think we'll follow the guy who's insisting we drink. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I just want us to have a relaxed. Remember why we're fighting.
Right. To watch other people fight whilst we drink.
Just to enjoy ourselves.
Yeah.
You know, we did not.
There are a lot of stone passages in the dark, getting lost, running up and down north, south, and islands. It's
not that one.
Simple drink might be quite nice.
You do know that we left too soon for me to fight that boar, right? Maybe we should do that here.
You want to get into a fight? What's in the ring right now?
What was it? Fried turkey neck? I cannot remember that place that we went to. That you said that we were going to fight boars and then eat it.
Right. Yeah. No,
That's
that
in
one.
the capital.
Yeah, that was.
That was.
I mean, that's not strictly
wasn't it?
speaking on me. You know, situation dictated we couldn't go there, but I do agree that we should definitely have get some food over at a rib shack, and I'm sure there's a place like that can accommodate us in the city. So do you want to go and do that? Go find yourself a pig?
I mean, let us drink more. It will be more fun that way.
Sure. Well, I think we've got our night planned. Drinks and
whilst everyone's downstairs, I'm going to pop upstairs and talk to the barman and say, do you have or do you know someone who has a pig that is getting ready for roasting? Because I have a friend who would like to get drunk and chase it around inside your cage. May I add, he's a gnome. This is going to be brilliant.
For that, I'll find a pig.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you.
No
I'm
problem.
going to head back down. And as I do, we go, by the way, don't act like I've been involved in the process. Just say, listen, I've got this pig and I need someone to chase it and kill it and then eat it, okay? Can you just do it that way for me, please?
Sounds good. Why not?
I head back down with grabbing a couple of bottles from another table. I go, thanks, sorry. And I just head off.
All right. Yeah, a few fights go on. And they're just kind of like, in general tonight, they seem to be like fist fight, kind of like prearranged cards sort of thing. And then at one point, the younger Goliath like comes down, walks over to the downstairs barkeeper, the red-skinned tiefling gentleman who kind of ran the downstairs, and whispers something, and he kind of smiles mid-fight, walks into the ring. He's like, ladies and gentlemen, I think we have something fun and special that we'd like to do. First of all, I need a volunteer. Let's go with a gnome, perhaps. And he'll look around.
Pius, you're a gnome, aren't you?
I'm like this pointing at Pius.
Is the pig already in the pen or not?
No, not yet.
Damn, I wanted to grab Pius and throw him in there.
I'm going to do... Geez, I've got no spells at all that make him look cool. That sucks. I'm going to do an enlarge on Pius real quick. Just make him big.
Oh, bless him.
And then I'm going to cast a levitate on him. So as he gets smaller, popping out of that, he's going to stay his proper height, but he's going to be flying up in the air about 5 foot high.
All right. Well, this one looks good. And he points over at Pius. Come on down, sir. Come on in the ring.
I do so.
All right. So we've got our gnome. But now I think we need some sort of pig or boar, perhaps. And he claps his hands, and from the side where the cage is, the floor of that kind of like opens up, and from below, like another cage part kind of gets raised up into it. All right. I am told that gnomes are great hunters. They'd be able to take down a boar very easily. Let's see. But it's no fun if you just use your weapons. So, leave the weapons behind. Go for it. And he steps out and gestures, and the cage like opens up, and the boar like squeals and comes charging at you.
Okay. What am I? Am I medium size? What the fuck?
No, I think he was making you try to look like it. I don't think he's actually changing you.
No. I did initially make you larger, but then I wanted to make you rise, and they're both concentration spells. So the result was you started off getting bigger, then you deflated to normal size as you flew up a little. You're still small.
But can I move?
Yeah.
You can move. I've dropped levitate.
Oh, okay.
I blessed you.
I wouldn't do that to you, dude.
Okay. I run at it and pretend that I'm gonna go one way and then go another way. I'm using my ability.
Okay.
So you need to make a... You gotta beat a 26, basically.
Go on,
The
pig.
board does not beat a 26.
Yeah.
What?
So I get advantage on my attack, and I'm going to let's see here. I think I'm going to go ahead and try to wrestle him.
Okay.
And basically, he said no weapons, but I can Do I have like my rope and stuff like that with me?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so I'm going to
You can lasso this piggy.
Yeah, I'm going to jump on him and tie him up, basically.
All right. Give me a athletics check.
I lean over to Lucius and I'm like, if only there was some kind of word to describe tying up a pig.
22.
Oh, well.
All right.
That 20 I rolled.
I thought he was fighting a hog.
I don't know, man. I guess I'm just tongue-tied right now.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, he puts up a bit of a fight, but eventually you're able to kind of work him down and get your rope around him and tie him down.
And then
And the crowd cheers and screams as they see this, like, halfling first almost like riding this boar as the boar like doesn't want to stop, and then be able to like get some leverage on it and trip it up, flipping it over and like tie off the legs and like cheer and shout. Somebody throws some coppers in at you.
Dick. Who throws coins? This isn't a football match. Jeez. Oh.
And then, pretty much, I'm going to use my survival.
Uh-huh.
And know where to basically choke him out to death. So.
Okay.
Or pinch off a nerve where he dies. So.
All right. Fair enough. We'll say you managed. You guys are able to enjoy your evening.
25.
Festivities. Yeah, you definitely got it. The crowd is, they cheer and shout and congratulate you as you finally come out with your pig. I'm assuming you're taking it with you.
Well, I mean, it's probably bigger than I can carry because I've only got but yeah, I mean.
Yeah, I mean, you can drag it behind you sort of thing, Yeah, no problem. You guys are able to do that. Anything other than just frivolity and having fun are you guys planning on doing tonight?
No, I think we're just gonna have frivolity and fun. Sorry.
Enjoying roasted pig.
Sounds good. So the evening begins to draw to a close. Are you guys going to head back to the Shield Warden's place? Or are you guys waiting, staying somewhere in the city? What's the plan?
How drunk are we?
Give me a Constitution saving throw.
Why am I asking the question? I could have just told you how drunk I was, and you'd have been fine with it.
Yeah,
now
I'm pretty drunk.
Pios is wasted.
Nat 1.
Yeah, not as wasted as Randall, but close. I rolled a 2, so 3.
Oh, damn.
I guess I would be carrying each of them in one arm back to the Kiel Warden place.
Well, I'm drunk following behind.
You don't understand, you guys. I'm that drunk. I'm going to go over to my ex's place.
Okay, well, you have fun.
It's not going to go well. Okay.
The whole time walking with Lucius carrying, all you hear is, I could kill him. I swear. Just let me at him. I could go up to his room, bash him in the head with my rock. You'd never know. If I have to, I'll tie him down like the pig.
It could be anyone he's talking about. Like, that's the worst part.
Behind goes, that's not a rock, it's a pebble, you idiot.
You look at Hendrix. He's so angry.
He's so angry.
My lord. All right. All right. So you guys stagger back. Randall, you go back to your ex's.
Yeah.
How did you leave things with her last?
Oh, no, I said I'll be right back. And then I jumped out the balcony and I kept going. When I say ex, I mean she's a landlord's daughter. Yeah. So, I mean, yeah. but I do. The thing is, I know where I am in the city in relation to her, and Randall is drunk exactly enough to know that he's got enough energy to go over to her place. And from then, he has zero plan. He just knows she's there and I'm here and I can change that. So
right.
He's going to go over there.
Why don't you give me a some sort of charisma-based skill check with advantage or disadvantage?
Disadvantage. Yeah,
disadvantage.
That's fair. All right. I'm going to go with performance.
Okay.
Gonna go with trying to sing outside her room softly, but enough to carry up to her window, and then to climb up the balcony and to go in her window.
Okay.
I rolled a 4. That comes up with a 14.
Not a bad roll, but she finally will open the window. It's like, Randy, stop it.
Hello.
No, hello. Are you drunk?
Doing, Julie? It's good to see you. You're looking nice.
No, Randy.
No?
No.
All right. Fair enough.
No.
All right.
Maybe if you came sober, we could talk things, but no.
Sober? I wouldn't be out there, to be honest.
I'm not some hussy for you to just come calling whenever you want.
Julie, I never called you a hussy. A hussy doesn't argue so much. This is something else. I don't know what to call it. It's interesting. It's new. I'm into it. I'll tell you what. I'll let you have sex with me. Come on, let's go.
She chuckles. Come back when you can stand. You're barely... How did you even get here?
I cast levitate on myself and I go straight up to the window. I go... It's never a question about me being able to stand up. I'm always able to get where I need to go. Listen, Julie, I'll be honest with you. I don't think I'm going to be able to perform tonight. Shall we just say it's been lovely seeing each other, but honestly, I just don't think we have the same interests. You're into pubs and drinking. And honestly, I don't see why we can't be together. I've changed my mind, and I really love you. All right, I've got to go. I'll see you later. Do you have any chips? I'll have a burger and a kebab. Julie, what are you doing here? Weird place.
She just pushes you further away from the balcony.
Okay, so here's the thing about levitate.
Yeah.
She pushes me. I can't stop that, and I just slowly fall back. And I am now drunk enough that I can maintain the concentration on the spell, but I'm not sober enough to stop the spell. So let's say for the next hour, I'm going to be at 2nd story height, floating backwards through the city at night. Anyone who happens to be looking up will just see this drunk guy go, Julie, what are you doing?
I like the idea you wake up in somebody else's bedroom opposite her, who's left their window open. You're like that.
And it's like her neighbor Pete, and Pete is a really solid geezer, and he's like, "Hey man, it's good to see you again. I made the eggs the way you like them. Julie is probably not going to be up for a couple of hours, so if you do a quick walk out now, she won't see you." Now, I like the idea of me being this Randy kite.
Anyways, on that lovely note, let us call it for the day. Let's wrap it up, and we will return next time, continuing the story to see what happens, perhaps in the morning when they wake up after their night out of fun and frivolity, after much hard work and hard times out there. But let's go ahead and do that next time with an extra level, because we've been a while. So let's ramp up everything. Let's make them tougher. Thank you everyone for joining us. Thank you for new subs to the channel. We do appreciate that. I'm going to say it wrong. Refus. Thank you for joining us. That's awesome. We appreciate that. And thank you, everyone else who's supporting us, following us, listening to us on whatever you end up getting this on. We love you all, and goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.